Mandy Knight.
I'm Tyler Frey.
And so how many of you have heard about the Monty Hall problem with the goats and the doors? Yeah, okay, so how many of you think that you should stay with your choice? Right, that's what I thought. And how many of you actually like understand why you shouldn't? I feel like you guys are lying. Because I didn't until I started doing this project.
Okay, I understand the bait and switch.
Okay, so no. So for those of you who don't know, it comes from this old game show in the 70s called Let's Make a Deal, and Monty Hall was the host, and there were 3 doors, and one of them had a car behind it, and you want the car in this game, and the other door had goats. So you pick a door, and then say door number 1, and then Monty Hall will open, say, door number 3, and he knows which door has the car inside of it, so he opens one that has a goat inside. So is it your advantage to switch or stay? That is the Monty Hall problem, and this is us, what we're doing. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll try to make this quick. We're creating and implementing a web interface to help simulate a game of Monty Hall, or a game of Let's Make a Deal. We're creating various tutorials that will offer different explanations about why you should switch, and we're going to be tracking how people respond to each one. The reason we're doing this is because a professor at RPI, Professor Bram Van Hevelen, asked us to do it so we could use it in his classes. He wants to use it to track to see how people learn. What we've got so far is a basic simulation of it on the front end. We've implemented various explanations, and we've got database functionality working in the back end. What we still need to do is add more explanations, prove some of those we already have, finish debugging, of course, and then make it go live for Professor Brahm.
Oh, God, that was on my computer.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, so while we try to do that, what we mean by explanations is that, so when this problem came out, there was a lot of controversy because it appears, plugging in. Yeah, I guess switch it off. I can tell you about it. Basically, there's a lot of controversy around it, and a lot of people were really convinced, the probability is exactly the same. And many mathematicians and statisticians were trying to give a lot of different explanations to people as to why it was in their advantage to switch. So we basically looked up a lot of those explanations that those statisticians gave, and this is an experiment to see which of those is the most effective. So if we got this working, you would see one of the explanations, and then there would be a button, and then you would go, after you read the explanation and played around with it, there's different kinds. You go to the top, and then it would kind of change up the original Monty Hall problem and ask you a little bit about it. And ideally, if you understood the original problem with the explanation, then you should understand this new situation. Yeah, because it looks like this is it.
Sorry, technical difficulties. So any questions or comments or whatever?
When I was talking to Broncos, I thought there was kind of an issue about deciding whether to swap or not is behind Monty's intent, because you don't know situations like evil Monty, good Monty, etc.
Yeah.
Are you just covering the general base case of knowing?
So, or do you want to?
Either way.
All right. So that's what we started out with, and then we decided to change it just a little bit. That we would give the explanation with the normal Monty Hall situation where it's in your advantage to switch, and to explain why that is that way. And then afterwards, if we change some of those assumptions, like say Monty's evil, or he doesn't know anything, to see if they understand how the probabilities change.
I put you on the schedule for next time to do a demo. Is that cool?
Like next week?
Like next Tuesday, yeah.
Okay, because we signed up for in like 2 weeks to do our second one.
Oh.
So we could do the demo then.
Okay, sounds good.
Excellent. So then you will get to see it eventually. Yes. And then thanks to everybody. The goats made me smile a lot, so.